everybody, my name is Karen Martin and I'm a student on a degree apprenticeship in Business, Leadership and Management here at the University of Portsmouth. In this presentation I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, what type of learner I am and the areas that I'd like to develop. So, a little bit about me and my personal life. I'm a proud mum to my two boys, Harvey and Finley, and for the last 16 years of my career I've worked part-time so I can be around to bring them up. Now the boys are older, it's my opportunity to take a look at my career and where I want to go. This picture here was a very proud moment. Both my boys represented the UK in the Tchoukball Championships which took place in Milan. So both my boys represented teams and I actually took part as a coach for the girls team who actually went on to win. When I was younger I did play a lot of Tchoukball. I've represented Great Britain quite a few times and the biggest achievement was representing Great Britain in the World Games in Karlsruhe. So, Tchoukball, if you don't know, is a handball game. It's a very fast-paced game which I started in school and carried on into my early 20s. So, in 2013 I was diagnosed with breast cancer and this was the real turning point in my life. It had a huge impact and made me look at myself, what do I want to do, what do I want to achieve. Up until this point I was quite happy just to plod along in my career, raising the kids, but this had a real turning point in my life. So I'd done some self-reflection and I set myself a couple of goals just to get me going. So my first goal was to organise a charity barn dance in aid of cancer research. It was a really big event which took a lot of organising, so I enlisted the help of a friend and this took place in September 15 and we raised £1,800. So from this I thought I'd take a look at my career and where I want to be, and I looked at my skills gap and identified the biggest part was my education. At school I hated maths, didn't pass my maths, so I thought the first thing I would do, I'd go on and sit my GCSE maths, and it was the hardest thing that I've ever done. I got through it and I achieved my GCSE, and this is what made me look at other things that I could do, where I want to be, and this is how I got to join this course. So, who am I in terms of a learner? I've done Honey and Mumford the test and my result came out as a reflector, and I totally agree with everything it says about the reflectors. I stand back and ponder, I don't jump in, I observe other people. I prefer to take a back seat and just listen, and I adopt a low profile. My other test was the Balban team roles and I've come out as a team worker, which again I agree with. I like being a team member. I can listen, I can offer advice to my team colleagues. The last the test was the Learning Style Indicator test, and I've come out as an activator, which I'm not too sure about that one because I don't tend to jump into situations. I tend to reflect on the situation before I jump in. I found it really interesting doing the test. It's going to help me progress, and it would be interesting just to take the last one again to find out where I am at the moment. So a little bit about my organisation where I work. I work here at the University of Portsmouth for the Institute of Criminal Justice Studies. The Institute was founded in 1992 and has become one of the UK's leading centres for research and course provision in criminology, criminal justice and police studies. I joined the Institute in 1997 as a course administrator, and we ran a handful of undergraduate and postgraduate courses, mainly police courses. So since being there, I've seen the department grow from strength to strength, and we now employ over 60 academic staff and over 20 admin staff. I've now progressed to Senior Course Administrator, and I look after the distance learning courses for counter fraud, risk and security, policing and investigation. So ICJS are now fully established and offer a whole wide range of courses at undergraduate, postgraduate and doctorate level. So, my SWOT. So before I completed my SWOT, I had watched the TED Talk by James Schmidt, which I found really useful, and I could really relate to what he was saying because I had been through a similar situation that he had been through. So it made me think about my SWOT analysis. So my strengths would be to learn new skills. I'm a good listener. I feel I'm sociable and friendly, helpful and understanding. Weakness would be lack of qualifications and lack of knowledge of other departments within the university, which has held me back a little bit. Definitely lack of IT skills. Not putting myself forward and not pushing myself. The opportunities I have studying for this degree, I can become more involved with other departments. I can learn new skills by what courses are offered by the university, and I am willing to increase my hours, so I would be willing to now be full-time. The threats, we've just had a reorganisation in the university. We now have a department of student and academic administration, which has made jobs a bit more harder to come by, so this could be a threat in the future. I have missed out on job opportunities due to the lack of my knowledge of other departments, and also I felt that I've not been given opportunities when within my own department. So after doing my SWOT, I actually completed my personal development plan. And I've chosen two areas that I would like to work on, and these areas would be the IT skills and also gathering knowledge of departments within the university. So for the IT skills, so my goals would be to feel more confident in using the IT systems and keeping update with the ever-changing world of technology, and that's not just in the workplace, that would be in my personal life as well. I've got two teenage boys and I can't keep up with the technology at the moment. So I'd also be able to feel confident in producing a good PowerPoint presentation that includes pictures and keeps the audience occupied. I'd also like to feel confident and more creative. And also, as part of this course, we need to keep this e-portfolio up to date, and I would like to be able to do that confidently. So the reality, over the years, more and more information is now kept online. We're a paperless office, so that means we all have to be well trained in maintaining these systems in order to keep the information stored, but also to keep it safe. Again, the PowerPoint presentations, I'm going to need this as part of this course and maybe in future interviews that I have to attend. And I feel that if I don't attend this and keep up with the training, this is going to have a big impact on my career. So my options would be to look into the in-house training, in particular on PowerPoint. The lynda.com offers lots of courses that I can attend. And the big thing would be to practice. I think I leave everything to the last minute, but if I just took time just to practice, and also to ask my colleagues who are up on their IT skills for a few tips, and that would help. So my way forward would be to identify my biggest skill gap, and I've found out that on lynda.com they offer a digital skills certificate, which I will be enrolling on and taking part. I'm also going to look into further training courses offered in-house. So my other goal would be to gather knowledge from around the university. So I would like to be able to understand what other departments do in the university and how they work. Having this knowledge is going to enable me to feel confident to apply for other positions in other departments. I would like to be able to network and make contacts. I know a few of us already work at the university, so I've got a few contacts already. And also to keep up with what's going on around the university as a bigger picture by attending talks and conferences given by different departments. And also my goal would be to work full-time eventually. So the reality is I have worked in this department for a long time now. I'm a bit blinkered to what's been going on around me. The part-time doesn't always allow me to attend the conferences or talks. Since the creation of the DSAA department, there are now more opportunities to go and volunteer in other departments. So this is a new thing this year. And in the past I have applied for jobs but not been successful because of my lack of knowledge of what's been going on in the university. So my options, to attend any future talks that are going on just to keep myself in the loop. I can work shadow a member of staff in another department, and I can put myself forward for many volunteer opportunities that are going to be coming up in the future. The contacts that I've already made around the university, I need to keep asking them if they've got any volunteer opportunities coming up that they know about. So my way forward would be to speak to my manager regarding the volunteering and find out if that's something that I would be able to do. I've put my name forward for helping out with confirmation and clearing, which will be something completely different to my current job, and that takes place in August. So that will be dealing with all the students that are coming onto the course or are after places, courses over the whole of the university. I've also put myself forward to help out at graduation, so that's a completely different event to what I'm used to. I will also ask around for future volunteering opportunities and make sure that I put myself forward for these and not hold back. So the last section is I have set myself a SMART target, and this is on PowerPoint presentation because I feel this would be the first thing that I need to do. So I'm just going to take it in little steps. I want to sort out my PowerPoint, feel confident with that, and then I can move on to another area that I would like to develop. So I've measured myself by the time of my next presentation, whether it be on the course or in work, that I will be able to produce a good PowerPoint presentation that will appeal to my audience. Achievable by improving my skills. It's going to help me with the job, but also on my course, and I can enrol onto an online course and set time aside within my week to work on this. And I can also speak to a colleague who is knowledgeable in this area. It's relevant because I feel that as I progress through this course, I'm going to be using presentations quite a lot. And I've set myself 2 months to have been enrolled onto an online course on PowerPoint. So by the time of my next presentation, I should have it nailed. So that's my targets and goals and the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.